South Dakota's medical marijuana law goes into effect in about a month. Now, cities all over the state are discussing potential ordinances to regulate the new industry. Today, the Sioux Falls City Council met for the first time to discuss what medical marijuana could look like here.
Most of our control really revolves around what businesses can be in the city and where they can be.
While the Sioux Falls City Council isn't debating who can have access to medical marijuana,
It is really left to the state, and we really have no authority over that.
the council is discussing some potential limitations throughout the city, like where patients would be allowed to use medical cannabis and where they'll be able to buy it.
The only question is where should they be located, and that's really, I think, a community conversation is where do you think it's appropriate? Do you want them downtown? Do you not want them downtown? Do you want them in commercial areas? Do you want them near schools? Do you want them near parks? What is that?
They need to be accessible. Not everybody drives. Some people walk, some people take the bus. So having dispensaries located in places that are accessible is the most important thing.
Medical cannabis supporters like Emmett Reisdorfer were at today's informational meeting to make sure advocates and patients are a part of the city's conversation.
Genuine medical patients need good representation, and it takes informed citizens to be involved and to help make this process go smoother. This is a much more complicated issue than people would think.
A process medical cannabis patient, Jason Karimi, has been a part of in both Iowa and Minnesota.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel. There have been some states and some cities in those states who have done this for some time now.
Sioux Falls City Councilor Janet Brecky says the groundwork for medical marijuana has already been laid by many other states. Examples she hopes Sioux Falls will study.
In Colorado, one of their elected leaders there we've had contact with just to see what they've done, what works, what doesn't work.
Today's informational meeting was just the first step in beginning to look at what the framework for this new program will look like in Sioux Falls. The city's next step is joining a task force with Lincoln and Minnehaha counties aimed at creating a uniform system for medical marijuana in this corner of the state.